Okay, part 3. Putting the whole thing, putting the scandal together. Trying to put all the puzzle pieces together. Now that we know a little bit more information about how everything went down. So, you got a lot of moving pieces, right? You got MH, you got the Scotts, you got Carson Blue, you got Coleslaw, you have Melody. So, and no telling who else is behind the scenes. I feel like it's some scandalous vloggers out there too that may be behind the scenes manipulating things because they're close to one of those sources, you know. So with that being said, like I said, Carson is just a pawn in this whole scandal. I believe, in my opinion, that MH plotted this in his head, and the plot didn't go as planned because he was banking on Coleslaw to get somebody on the outside to set this up for him. She tried with Blue, K Blue, but she failed. Because they're not smart enough like that to pull off something in which this dirty and keep their hands clean. Obviously, they're not smart enough. You know, you don't get somebody you barely know to, you don't try to recruit somebody that you barely know to do something as scandalous as this. Unless you, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know. You just can't do stuff like that. You know, you got to pay somebody that already operates in that type of dirty space to keep it from touching you. But I don't think he was willing to pay that amount of money to take her down. He dirty, but I think he's a little cheap or broke, one or the other. I don't know. But they couldn't pull that off, you know, not the two of them. So the plan fell apart, and then now you have K Blue on the show. How did she get on the show and had that much access to Melody Holt without it being some ulterior motive? Something was rotten in the whole situation. Something was rotten, because to put Carson Blue to plot her in close proximity with Melody Holt was specifically done for something to come about. I don't know. Yeah, no, I do know. I think it was to, number one, say, hey, look, I brought this girl on the show, the Scotts, because if it's Tisha, it's Marceau too. I brought this girl on the show to play in Melody's face, right? I know that she knows something scandalous about her husband, her ex-husband, and his side chick. So I'm going to play in her face. I'm going to put this girl in her face. And then somehow it's going to come out that she had a friendship or relationship with Coleslaw. And let's just see what happens. Yeah, no, let's just expose her. Let's just expose this. Let's blow the top off this whole story. Because we know that people is going to dig into this story once they find out that K Blue knew Coleslaw and was friends with Coleslaw, but now she playing on Melody's turf. Them Scotts, allegedly, in my opinion, had a lot to do with that. Because once she hit the show, then all of a sudden, videos of her and Coleslaw started hitting the vloggers. And the vloggers was like, you know, depending on what kind of vlogger it was, they can spin it and manipulate it to fit a narrative. Like, Coleslaw friend is on the show. You know, but I don't think they banked on K Blue revealing the origin or revealing the reason why her and Coleslaw split ways. I don't think they banked on that. Or maybe they did and didn't care. The whole purpose was just to expose the story, just to play in Melody's face. That was the whole purpose. And I think it was a get back at her because she tried to get that other girl on the show to expose Marceau in his dealings with that other girl, the hairstylist. So I think it's a get back. I think it's some revenge towards Melody. But I think the person who really got damaged in this was MH. He took the brunt of the hit. Even though I think the direct hit was towards Melody. But it backfired when K Blue actually revealed what the whole fallout was about. In my opinion, allegedly. But there's a lot of moving parts to that whole scandal that we don't know about behind the scenes. But I think for the most part, at the end of the day, it revealed how much of a toxic person that MH really is. No protection, no loyalty, nothing. Even though they were divorced and done, I don't know if he plotted this within after the divorce was over or before the divorce. I tend to think it was after the divorce, but who knows? He's just that dirty. He could have been planning this while the divorce was taking place, you know, because he's had it the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So I think it just shows who he really is as a person. Toxic, narcissistic, low down, dirty, all those adjectives apply to that man. And it's sad. And I really think that someone needs to step up to the plate and hold him really accountable for those actions. You know, I don't watch this show no more. I'm done. That's just too much for me. You know, I watch the clips. I listen to the vloggers that I like to listen to, you know. But I can't watch the show just based on the fact that that man is still on the show profiting, and he operates in such a disgusting place, and it's all to destroy his ex-wife. It's all to keep her on the defense all the time. You know, it's just sad. You know, they're divorced. They should take care of their kids. They should co-parent. And that should be the end of it. All that dirty stuff behind the scenes. All this, oh, I won in court. Oh, the judge agreed with everything I said. Yet, I punched my son in the arm. Yet, my son said in court papers that my dad did this to me. And on top of that, now I'm going to stop you from posting our kids. Because here's the thing.